Hello, hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this bright and actually it's pretty dark, but it's Saturday night. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. We got first game with us here today is On the Spot versus Mailbox's Angels. Mailbox's Angels coming off of a pretty solid performance against, I believe it was RDT. Is that who they played last earlier
No, it
this
wasn't
week?
RDT. It was
I didn't do my homework.
was it Beatty Carey fan club? I'm not
Most
sure.
certainly could have been. But anyway, they're playing tonight. Mailbox Angels playing tonight against On the Spot, a really strong team as well. Very very strong roster all around. They are using a sub in the jungle, I believe, of Star Queen Asuna.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the jungle matchup plays out there between Star Queen Asuna and the Evo Mailbox. Very strong jungler indeed.
yeah, I'm definitely excited for this matchup. Mailbox's team is looking very solid with their pickup of LP Bandito, Sunny Bop, and Nikolai as the AD carry. Um, on the other hand, on the spot, lost one of their main players for a month. They lost Flo, and so they have Biostir in the mid lane and Star Queen Asuna as the jungler right now.
Yeah, it's a relatively new roster for On the Spot. Although I know Zealot and GT Ripper play a ton together. They're like solo duo queue partners, stuff like that. And going off of synergy, we got Mailbox's Angels, who looked very very good in their last game. Just synergized super duper well. Hopefully they can carry that momentum over to tonight. We're gonna have to see though because they are still a pretty. I don't want to say new because they've all been in the league, but they're just now getting into their rhythm. Hopefully they can continue that tonight.
Right. And another exciting thing is, I think On the Spot is 2-2 right now, and Mailbox's Angels is 3-2, which means that both these teams are still in contention for playoffs. And this could be a game which has implications towards playoffs. I mean, if let's say if On the Spot loses this, they're not looking amazing.
Yeah, Mailbox's Angels definitely looks like a really strong contender for the playoffs right here. On the Spot does as well, just going off of roster.
Mhm.
But we're gonna have like obviously it comes down to execution because you could have the best roster in the world but have zero synergy and just still lose the game. But
Right.
obviously that's not the case. That's not really the case here. But yeah, it's gonna be a really exciting match tonight. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I am too. We should be starting the pro draft soon enough, it sounds like. One thing I've always thought was super interesting about On the Spot's team is one of their most or best performing players, Linny in the top lane, actually doesn't play with a mic, which obviously makes things very interesting for communication. Looks like we are starting off the pro draft, so here we are.
Yeah, communication totally is a huge factor in these games, especially ones that are like not just league games in general, but ones that are like you have to communicate in order to win, really, like team play, stuff like that. It's very important. So yeah, obviously not having your top laner on comms is a bit of a burden, but I heard that she is very good with pings, so pings can kind of do the work for words, but just not as accurate, I guess. And we are flying through the ban phase already. Shen, Vel'Koz, Kane taking off for On the Spot, and Camille Hecarim, and one more that we'll see in just a couple
Yep,
in a couple seconds, excuse me, for Mailbox's Angels.
yep.
Something interesting to note is the Kha'Zix does make it through first round of bans for Mailbox's Angels, and the Evo Mailbox played that last time, and they won pretty significantly.
Yeah, obviously On the Spot wants to target ban all the main picks away from Mailbox. I'm sorry, Mailbox's Angels, they took Vel'Koz away from LP Bandito, they took Shen away from Sunny Bop, and that is going to be a Swain first pick, which is super interesting. We don't know where that's going to go.
Yeah, I do know JT loves playing Swain support, but it could also go mid. Could also theoretically go top, but I guess it could go APC as well. Who knows where it's going to go? But I do know that it is a cover pick for JT Ripper, and I think it's a pretty good first pick. He's pretty strong right now. Swain is like underrated in my opinion, but he is pretty strong and is a good flex pick here.
Hmm. And there's the
And
Kha'Zix first pick.
yep, it's no surprise there. That doesn't get banned. It's going to get picked. Kha'Zix super duper strong right now. New Dusk Blade makes him giga broken, but they let him through. They think he's easier to deal with than the Kane, which I personally do not agree with, but that's just me. That's a personal opinion. Right? And then Jin is also picked up for the AD carry for Milwaukee's Angels.
Yeah, Nikolai really wanting the Jhin early here. immediately a Samira pick, so I'm assuming that's going to be a Swain Samira bot lane.
Very
Uh,
oppressive.
Zealot JT Ripper with the synergy down there probably have practiced this before, and that could be really scary for Nikolai down there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's safe to say that they have some experience on the champs, especially like the duo synergy. You get hooked by one of Swain's roots, you're dead basically. Like you just get one shot really, especially if Swain takes the electrocute. And the set is the final pick for on the spot in the first round to pick phase. Another flex pick could be jungle, could be top, could be well, it's probably not going to be support, but it could be mid lane as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at this to be the top laner. However, I really am not a fan of Set right now. I think he's kind of in a bad situation or
I agree.
placed right now. But yeah, I would look to see Lenny on that. And LP Bandita picks up his second main, which is Ziggs.
Yeah, got to get that one before they ban it the next time. I guess if he didn't pick the Ziggs there, that it definitely would have been banned because he played that last game as well.
Hmm.
Um, and they went with that. He had a pretty dominant performance on that. But on to the next round of ban phase,
Hmm.
be Mailbox's Angels, and then back and forth until we're done.
Yep.
So yeah, what do you think of the draft so far?
Uh, Honestly, I was not expecting this kind of draft out of On the Spot. I was expecting exactly this out of Mailbox's Angels. However, I'm also not really. I haven't played against On the Spot yet, and I've done my research so much. So their draft kind of looks strange to me. It's not the way I would draft, but if it's the way they're comfortable with, go play through bot lane. Um, yeah, I'm looking to see them ban out. It looks like Runtado's Leona, and it looks like Runtado really loves his Rakan, so we might see him pick it up if they don't ban it.
Yeah, for sure. And an Echo ban. I like that. As an Echo main, I like that. Putting respect on his name. But yeah, I was going back to what we were talking about the draft. I agree with you. The on the spot draft looks a little interesting, but I do know that Zealot and JT Ripper can carry the game super duper hard because I've played with them before many times, and their duo synergy. If it's on point, and they can totally 2v8 the game. But Mailbox's Angels, like you said, it's pretty standard. They got the Kazakhs, they got the Ziggs, and they got a really strong 80 carry pick right now too. And the
Yeah,
last ban here is Kled for on
that's
the
a
spot.
very weird ban. Uh, even if Sunnybot plays it, I would not say that it's necessarily a strong pick for Mailbox's Angels here. Ooh, and we do
Yeah.
get to see Runtado's new main, the Rel.
Ooh,
Super
okay.
interesting.
Okay. I think Rel is super, super good. Like, obviously, she's not like borderline broken or anything like most new champions are on release. But I think her kit is super duper cool. And the set, I'm guessing that's going to be a tank set, not really an AD set, since they have plenty of attack damage already with Samira. But Rel can take the stats off of set and just be a tanky frontline.
Hmm.
And there's the Orianna pick in the mid lane. Pretty good into Ziggs, I believe. Probably better than most melees, but Orianna, pretty solid pick all around. I don't think she'll ever be bad team play.
Yeah, she's definitely a safe pick. And now we get to see where this set is actually going. I kind of wouldn't be surprised to see Starqueen pull it out in the jungle. However, I don't really think Set's good in the jungle at all right now. And they do last pick
Hmm.
Aatrox, so it is Set jungle, Aatrox top.
Yeah, interesting. And then you saw the Silas, however, for there a little bit, just a
Hmm.
couple seconds. Lenny really enjoys playing the Silas, but they decided to offer the Aatrox a little more frontline. So yeah, all right. So last pick will be the Poppy, which I actually like. I do like this because it blocks Aatrox, blocks Samira, and I don't think it blocks Set W because or Set ult because it's unstoppable. But it does block Samira, which if you ground Samira in the middle of like dashing or something, like that's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge.
And no, honestly, I like Mailbox's Angels draft more. However, on the spot has way more cohesion. They have a lot of team fight potential. I just think that Kazakhs might get the lead on set in the jungle, and it might make it hard through the rest of the map for on the spot.
Yeah, I agree. I do like both of the comps here, but I think that if it's gonna come down to jungle, really, I can't really say one way or another. If Kha'Zix can get ahead, he's gonna get ahead, and then Samira and Orianna can't really play the game. But
Mhm.
but if they can stop him, then that's huge. Like they take away a big damage source early game at least. Late game Jin will be just absolutely disgusting because it's Jin and that's what he
Yeah.
does. But if you can take away his early game pressure, then they can scale into the late game really well because they do scale pretty well,
Mhm.
and they have the team fight that they want to take. They want a 5v5, and if they can pull it off, then they're going to. It's going to be
Yeah.
pretty damn easy.
Now, another thing I want to talk about is I don't know if you know, but some of the other players might know. I was a Samira player early on in the season, um, and I thought she was in a okay spot. She seemed OP because she was really strong in lane. However, out of lane phase, it was really hard for her to pop off. And I think since her nerfs, it's even harder for her to pop off. And I think other AD carries are just better for her right now, or better than her. I think building tanks like Rel and Poppy is a great idea into Samira.
I agree, actually. The although I agree with you that the Samira isn't the strongest pick right now, the Swain is a very oppressive bot laner to deal with, and if Samira can snowball off of that, that'll just make it all more difficult for Mailbox's Angels to deal with. So it really comes down to if the Swain can land these hooks, if Samira can follow up, and I'm sure that they can. Like you said, they have a ton of experience together. Um, and yeah, they should. I'm not worried about their bot lane. It's really just going to come down to jungle, in my opinion. This will be a jungle diff game right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and also I know so right now sorry, Biostar is the mid laner for on the spot. He's currently under the name Scorp SZ, so I'm going to be referring to him as Biostar as much as possible. He's on the Oriana, and I think favor LP Bandito in this matchup in the Ziggs versus Oriana. He does play a ton of Ziggs and probably is very comfortable in this matchup.
Yeah,
And
probably. Oh, go ahead, finish. Sorry.
sorry, and I'm just really excited to see his Ziggs pop off.
Yeah, I mean, when hasn't his Ziggs popped off really? Like he pops out all the time on the champ. But
Hmm.
yeah, so Oriana is pretty weak into champions that outrange her. Ziggs being one of them. Zoe is another good example. Syndra is also a good example.
Hmm.
Oriana obviously is better than probably most melee champions in the Ziggs because Ziggs can just throw the bombs everywhere and just make the mid laner's life hell. But Oriana still will get outranged by Ziggs in the long run. And
Hmm.
although Oriana has great zoning power with the ball with the ultimate, it's going to be kind of hard for her to do much if she's just getting constantly poked out by Ziggs and too low to do anything really. But it'll come down to if he can land the skill shots and if Oriana can dodge them efficiently.
Right. Now, if we think about this draft versus draft a little bit more conceptually, on the spot really wants to dive into this team. And it's going to be really interesting how these team fights are going to pan out because Mailbox's Angels has really good anti dive synergy with the Rel and the Poppy. The Jin and Ziggs can stand really far back, and Kha'Zix can honestly flank or do whatever he wants. So it's going to be if the Aatrox does get ahead and start popping off, he's going to be really hard to kill for Mailbox's Angels, and it could just break wide open all of Mailbox's Angels game plan. However, if he does not get far ahead, I could see them just stonewalling this defense and getting really far ahead in these team fights.
Absolutely, it's a very good way to put it. Yeah, it's a. I don't really know what. I mean, obviously, Mailbox Angels like they want to like look for picks really with the Kazakhs and like the Ziggs can kind of finish them off, and Poppy does Poppy things and locks people down for a billion years. But it's other than that, like if they get hit head on by a team fight, I don't know if there's gonna be much that they can really do. Like they have some peel, but they have to keep Jin alive, and if they're everyone else is grouped, Kazakhs can't jump in and get isolation damage onto
Mhm.
them, even though he does plenty of damage without it. But still, it's not gonna be as one shotty, I
Yeah,
guess. So
yeah,
I think come late game, I think I might have to get the advantage to on the spot with just the amount of damage they can do and zoning they have with Oriana Ball and just their team fight capabilities in general. Like the synergy, the set Oriana synergy. Like you dunk somebody, if set dunks somebody onto like their entire team, it slows them. Oriana can follow up with the shockwave, and that's kind of just GG because those late game shockwaves do a ton of damage.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely going to be really hard. We'll probably see Poppy, heroic charging set away, stuff like that, making sure her W hits Aatrox to and Rel zones Aatrox off. Um, but we do get to see the range come out of Ziggs. Uh, and during mid game, we will probably see a lot of turrets being taken from Mailbox's Angels because of the Ziggs pick. They do have great siege potential, and like I said, if they could stonewall properly, they'll just constantly siege. If on the spot doesn't get that good engage off, they're just gonna keep crumbling.
Yeah, it all comes down to whether right person. All
Okay,
right.
so we're gonna take a quick pause real quick. Just 15 seconds while we wait on stream delay.
So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back in a bit. All right, and welcome back, everybody. We're back on the Rift here. Mailbox Ninja's getting another game in this week. The last game was just a few days ago. While OTS hasn't, I don't think we've seen them in a little bit. I think it's just over a week.
It's been just over a week, maybe a week and a half. Looking at the raid choices here, we do see some interesting ones like Fleet Footwork on Jhin instead of Dark Harvest. Is a little interesting. We do see Phase Rush out of Stark Asuna and Biostir. All pretty normal other than that. And we do actually see a cleanse coming out of Jhin, which is weird considering pretty much the only thing he's going to be getting hit by is the Sweeney.
Yeah, everything else is a knock-up, it seems.
We'll see if it works out for him, but if I was the AD carry, I probably would just go heal, but we'll see.
Yeah, heal is definitely my route of choice whenever I play AD carry. And something else to note is that Kha'Zix opted for the Conqueror. I don't know if that's a thing, but most Conquerors go for like bursty stuff like Electrocute or Dark Harvest. But I guess Mailbox probably knows more than I do about Kha'Zix. But I would have gone. I would not have gone.
So I actually talked to Mailbox a lot, and especially about this build. I run it on Kha'Zix, and I actually go this into Gore Drinker and aim for like a tankier team fighting build.
Gotcha. Okay, which is actually what they need instead of like the straight assassin. Because what I was saying during the draft was like if everyone's sticking together, like he won't be able to get any isolation damage off. He'll just get one shot. But with this build and the Gore Drinker, he won't get one shot. He'll be able to have a little bit of sustain, which I think is actually pretty smart here.
Yeah. Did see Nikolai get a small trade in the bot lane, and they're both level 2 now, so everything's equal, it looks like, everywhere around.
Yeah, I imagine this is going to be a slow game.
Sorry. Yeah. Another thing to talk about is Biostar's barrier in the mid lane. We do see that Mailbox's Angels does have the TP difference, so, big team fights come out in the bot lane. We could see, a potential 5v4 in the bot lane, which could be huge and blow the game wide open.
Yeah, that also lets two people go match the split push power of... Oh, and there's the cleanse being used right there. It was actually pretty good use. Yeah. But yeah, so what I was actually thinking about this during the draft. I didn't say anything though, but Aatrox can totally late game split push if he would like to. Or mid game, I guess. And no one, like, it'll be hard to match him, especially if he's ahead. But with two teleports for Mailbox's Angels, they can always match him. They don't have to fight him, just clear waves and stuff, but still be able to TP into the fight. And they have two of those, so they have the obvious teleport advantage there. But Oriana does have a little bit safer lane here with that barrier instead of the teleport. Still fine summoner's both choice either way. I take both depending on the comp.
Yeah. Let me look at this scoreboard real quick. So far, Kha'Zix has gotten a sizable, I would say sizable, being one camp lead over Stark Asuna. For all of Stark Asuna that got was a cleanse out.
Ghost of Lydia taken extremely low. Top lane.
Yeah, and this is good for Mailbox's Angels because Kha'Zix is topside.
Maybe thinking about a dive? No, he's not. He's gonna go take the Gromp. And he hard invaded. Hard invaded. Smart play by him. It looks like Sets might be coming around for a lane gank. Thinking about it?
Mailbox wording properly, so Set not gonna be able to do anything too cheeky here.
Yeah, Ghost of Lane burns the TP already, so there are 2 TPs to none for the next 5-6 minutes-ish.
Oh, and we get a triple longsword start out of Kha'Zix, so it looks like it won't be that Gore Drinker build I was talking about. LP Bandito
maybe
looks like he's getting caught here.
There's the first kill. Nikolai getting taken dangerously low, but escapes back to his tower for some reassurance, I guess. That was a good play in mid lane, saving the flash until Bandito flashed, and also didn't have enough mana for the W, I assume. Or whichever one launches him. I think that's a W. I never played
Yeah, it's his W. Yep.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so flash burned, both sums burnt actually for LP Bandito, and Stark also getting caught out by Evo Mailbox here in the jungle. Pops the face breaker, but doesn't get anything of it. Along with the shield. Zella getting caught out here, CC'd. Chain CC'd, Zella getting taken very low. Evo Mailbox picks up the first kill.
And that should be big.
Or,
That's first dragon.
yeah, it looks
One
like they're
big
gonna go
reason
straight for it.
one big reason that happened was because, you know, the Ziggs did get killed, but he TP'd back and Oriana did not have TP, so we did see a difference in mid laners there.
Absolutely, and that leads to the first dragon, which is, in fact, the Mountain Drake. So we're not going to have a Mountain Soul this game. We'll be able to coin flip it in just a couple of seconds once they get this. But other than that, seems like pretty even across the board, except for... Actually, there's a fight going on the top lane right here. Ghost of Lynn again taken pretty low. Sunny Bob, however, taking lower, flashes onto it. Look at the last knock-up Q, and down goes Sunny Bob.
And that's the first blood in the top lane, I guess.
First blood on the top lane, yeah, and it's a big CS lead, and Sunny Bob's gonna miss a big wave unless he TPs, which he probably
Yeah,
will.
he's got TP.
There
Yep.
it is.
So one thing
Not
to
gonna miss too
note
much.
is Set is actually at a really big disadvantage right now. Oh,
There's a chain CC, lands a shockwave, Sakura Austin lands a facebreaker. OP Bandito getting taken very low, but no kill just yet. OP Bandito drops the ultimate, tries to hit Oriana with it, but unfortunately misses. I don't think it would have killed anyway, but still, it's a little bit of a zoning tool. Yeah, 1,000 gold lead right now for on the spot, and 1 dragon lead for Mailbox's Angels.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but Nikolai's at a 20 or 30 CS differential in the bot lane, even after Zealot went down. So something to look out for. That's probably where all this gold difference is right now.
Yeah, certainly. Could be. Yeah, I mean, it. I was gonna say it could be jungle too, but like jungle, the winning jungler is actually losing in gold team-wise. Yeah, it's I'm telling you that bot lane is like super duper rough, especially with the Swain. Like the Swain just makes it so hard. Look at him, just walking up for free. He gets caught in that. He's that's like at least a fourth of his HP checked down with the electric eel. They are pushing in here pretty slowly, trying to. I would say set up for dragon, but there's nothing really out. Maybe this is how the wave's moving.
Ziggs walking down for pressure, and blue team looking for a freeze here. Looks like they're not going to freeze it. Mailbox Angels looks to want a back here, but they might not get one.
I think they would have backed if the freeze happened.
Right.
Did not. So they're just gonna go ahead and match the wave again. Sunny Bob taking a little bit of a damage from Ghost of Lenny. Stuns up against the wall, but you know, Azir or not Azir, excuse me, Aatrox has that healing. Hits the sweet spot with the Q. T-Draper lands a rune on a Rune Tato. Rune Tato getting ignited. It has to flash away. Zealot popping the ultimate. That's a level 6 Samira right there, and 2 kills, but 1 traded back.
Great play out of Zealot to understand that he could actually pull that off.
Yeah, I was not really expecting that. Although even Mailbox is here in the top lane. Sunnybob getting taken very low, but the ground stops him there. Mailbox getting taken very low as well. Ghost of Lenny might just 2v1 here. Never mind, Sunnybob just pops her away.
That is a gank that you never want to happen as a jungler.
Yeah, for sure. It's really hard to gank kicking Aatrox when he has ultimate up, especially when your top laner is very low, because you know he gets the 1 reset and he's kind of just it's GG there.
Yeah, and if I'm the jungler in that situation, I would never gank the top laner unless he's extremely low.
That might be happening here. No, not yet. Oh, but Sunnybob flashes on him and gets the kill onto Ghost of Lenny.
Beautiful.
Doesn't even need the Ziggs ult. Getting taken very low by the Oriana. Now Oriana misses the shockwave. That's Bandito here as well. Poke damage, getting taken low. But Sarkling Asanu has to Hex Flash away. Pops the shield. And getting taken very, very low. Mailbox just barely missing the kill. Does force the actual flash out of Sarkling Asanu. Must have came just up. Wait, was that a flash?
Yeah, it was flash for flash up there.
Yeah, so no jungler has the flash right now except you know, the partial flash, I guess. Kha'Zix's taking advantage of that and going into invade jungle yet again. JT Ripper here on the bot lane, ulting out, getting all that healing back, his full HP. Zealot now comes in. JT Ripper misses the root, however, on both members, but nothing comes of it. Does force the flash out of Nikolai though. Scrubs Bandito, or not Bandito, Biostar getting taken very low, and Well played by Evo Mailbox to save his jump for the flash.
Yeah. Mailbox is really it's getting around right now.
Yeah, I mean, they let his Kha'Zix through. They can't let his Kha'Zix through, man. like did they watch the last game that he was in? He stomped on that.
Yeah.
Runeterror getting taken very dangerously low under his own tower.
On the spot, looking really strong in their bot lane right now.
Absolutely, but will it be enough to defend against the Kha'Zix, who now just has an Eclipse finished already?
Yeah, it's a pretty quick Eclipse. And on top of that, if you look at Stark Queen Asuna's build, I mean, early Merc treads, it's kind of asking, like, what are you trying to accomplish with those? You really need to get that early Mythic online. And, yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, early Mercs, it's pretty questionable. Maybe he's just preparing for the damage from Ziggs, or maybe just having the stuns, like the lower duration. TP coming in from behind, Rumtato going in, probably gonna die here just for that. JT River picks up the kill. TP out of by Ghost of Lenny. Mailbox almost getting caught up, but gets just jumps over the wall. I think this is gonna be a Cloud Drake for on the spot, and we're gonna have a Spicy Soul. Let's go. Spicy Soul, and the Spicy Soul of choice is Infernal Soul. Ooh, that's gonna be one to fight over.
Yeah, no, if you look at it,
being flashed on, pops the cleanse way too early. Nikolai getting taken very low, probably gonna die here by Zealot. Does get the kill. Good play by JT Ripper.
yeah. Yeah, Samira definitely excels with these aggressive supports, and you know, Swain will definitely do that. Not only is he aggressive, he also does a lot of damage.
Absolutely. Ghost of Lidney popping the ultimate. Stark Queen Asuna here as well. Probably gonna get yoinked. One gets yoinked, but the other one's still here. Stark Queen Asuna chasing down Sunny Bob. Goes in front of him, dunks him behind. Not getting taken very low, but I think he might just get out of this. No, never mind. He's probably not.
He walks
Let's
up,
see
but
what he can do.
coming.
Does
Lenny's
have
gonna
the
probably jump over.
Close.
That was close. If they can catch Asuna here, this is huge.
They do get him. LB Bandito picks up the kill. Ghost of Lenny definitely gonna follow here. Doesn't have the ultimate. Does have flash, but there's no reason to use it really. Stun goes through from Rel, and there's a double kill over to LB Bandito.
And that'll be Rift.
Certainly should be, yes, but I don't know.
If they can get the Rift quickly enough, they will get plates off of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a race against time though. That's pretty close.
With Ziggs backing, it looks like it might not happen.
They pinged the tower though. They did ping the tower. They got 30 seconds to get these plates. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, we would have to see Kha'Zix jump over the wall for it, and then yeah, it looks like there's no time. Very
Silver Road's pretty nice to. It's nice to have still. To open up the map a little bit.
Yep. We could see it getting dropped mid just so the Ziggs can take the tower.
Yeah, it certainly could. What Mailbox Angels is lacking for kills they make up with objectives so far. They have 2 of the 3 that were on the map. So far,
I would say that Rift Herald without plates is kind of a waste of time in my opinion. It doesn't really get you a whole lot most of the time.
Yeah, I agree. It could be used to apply some pressure if you want to set up for the dragon, or like make someone go back to mid so they get a 4v5 with the dragon. But I don't even know if the Rift Herald would be available to use by the time the dragon's up.
Yeah, I think it lasts. Is it 5 minutes? I'm not sure if it's 4 minutes, 5 minutes, or what.
I'm not sure if it's either of those actually. There will be time, but I thought it might have been 3. But I don't know. I don't play this enough. I don't play this game enough. I don't get enough Rift Heralds. It looks like a dive's gonna be happening bot lane, but while we get taken over to the mid lane, and Biostar gets one shot here. Nikolai very much in trouble and very dead. Kill goes over to JT River.
Yeah, and you know, this is just on the spot punishing this early Jhin pick. You know, it's weird picking Swain and Samira and then saying, yeah, I want to pick Jhin into that, because you're just
Darkwing Asuna flashes down at the LP Bandito, getting taken pretty low though. I think they should be pretty safe here. Runeterror actually probably gonna fall, has to force the flash out. There's the towers to here, so they can't totally die, especially with those low health bars. And there's the damage from LP Bandito.
Mailbox gets first tower.
Yeah, with that Rift Herald. Although bot tower is most likely going to fall for Mailbox Angels. It's on literally 1 HP.
Yeah. And coming into mid to late game, it is going to be pretty rough having a Jhin that's this far behind for Mailbox's Angels.
Yeah, for
Whereas
sure.
for on the spot, they're looking, you know, their only weak point right now is their jungler, but he's building tanky, so that's not even that weak.
Yeah, but the Kazakhs, I'm very nervous about the Kazakhs because he can do work. Electrocute or no electrocute, he can do work on the back line.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Mailbox can play these fights out. But if anyone can do it on Kazakhs, he certainly can. Got the first Inferno Drake up in about 30 seconds. It'll be the second drag for whichever team takes it. Not really close to Soul yet. Not yet. We have Ghost Lenny TP coming back up in just a little bit, while Sunny Bobs is already here. Looking for a trade on Sunny Bob, actually. Ghost Lenny taking about half. Loses the trade overall, in my opinion, to Sunny Bob.
Yep.
Now we're seeing the setup for the Dragon.
And really interestingly, we see Sunny Bob go Executioner's Calling instead of Thornmail, or I'm sorry, whatever that item's called. That builds into Thornmail.
Lots of action going off there. Kazakh's Mailbox gets a double kill. Rumtato gonna fall here to CLI, and there's a fight up in the top lane as well. What the hell is going on? There's so much. JT Ripper getting taken pretty low. Mailbox is here. Probably gonna jump onto JT Ripper, I imagine. Does get another kill. And I think that's probably gonna be the first Inferno drag over to Mailbox's Angels.
And not only that, that's an even gold lead, or an even gold disparity right now. Sunnybot with the amazing outplay, Liddy going down, and the emote spam. Wow, what a play out of him.
Oh, that was sick. I'm clipping that.
Yeah, that is how you play Poppy Top right there. And
that was super sick.
We know that's one of his most played. His Shen got banned out. He says, well, screw it. I'm just going to go play my Poppy and show Lenny how it's done. That's one of my favorite things about this league is you see so much skill disparity in players that there's always fighting going on. People wanting to limit test. And you see cool kills like that happen all the time on their comfortable picks.
Sealot biting off a little more than he could chew, trying to go in onto Nikolai, but is unaware that Urel is right behind him and Kazakhs is there as well. Does give the bounty over to Kazakhs, who is now 7-0. That's a dangerous bug.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
A very dangerous bug. Yeah, that's wow. He's definitely gonna be a little difficult to deal with, but they do have the set who could just take him and yoink him wherever he damn pleases. This is turning pretty spicy. It was about a 2,000 gold lead for on the spot just a few minutes ago. Now it's 1,000, over 1,000 in the favor of Mailbox's Angels. And it really comes from the Kazakhs entirely. Speaking of Kazakhs, here he is again. Lenny gets grounded here. Pops the ultimate, but I think she's still dead here. Pops the Gore Drinker, but nothing else is going to come of it. Just survives for a few seconds longer, and Mailbox is now legendary.
Man, I love that item, but I hate that item sometimes. Being able to just full heal or half heal is just nuts.
Oh yeah, it's dumb. I think it's getting nerfed next patch though, is it not? Like for season 11?
I hope so.
Yeah,
healing is way too absurd in this game.
Absolutely, yeah. You need to buy Grievous Wounds every single game. It's crazy.
One thing I need to talk about, I don't really understand it right now, but Ziggs has Vandal Glass Mirror. As far as I'm concerned, that doesn't build into anything other than a Mythic, and here it has a Mythic.
Interesting. It'll be interesting to see where he goes with that. And there's a big team fight going on right here. Rumtito, excuse me, getting taken out pretty low. Bandito getting taken very low as well. Has to use the bomb to get away. But here comes the freaking bug. Everyone is so freaking low. Oh my god, and just an absolute wipe, it seems.
Wow.
Oh, that's bug.
A big bug. Is that Cypher?
Oh, wow. That was
I think Bandito played that clean too, getting out of there once Zealot overextended.
For sure. And he was super low. I don't know if he like intended to get low in order for them to chase him, or trying to make them chase him, but it worked. And now they're probably gonna get to the second tier or the first tier too. of
Yeah.
the game.
We'll get 2 towers off this. Probably get top too. Bears top side, and that's going to be a huge advantage for Mailbox's Angels.
Yeah, with Baron up, it's definitely going to be the play. The next play here. There's a big, gigantic jungle gap in levels, CS, and kills. Really everything. Like there's a 3-level lead for Eva Mailbox right now over Star Queen Asuna. And it's gonna be a tough one for on the spot to deal with the Kazakhs right now. 5,000 gold lead. And there are blue pings on the bot lane of Mailbox Angels, but they're just gonna escape. No harm, no foul.
The only thing, oh, Hextech Purifier coming out of the Ziggs. That's what that item is. I didn't realize that built out of Bandoglass Mirror. Interesting. So he says, I want to shut down Aatrox, I want to shut down Samir, I want to shut down Swain. And Ziggs is a good person to do that on. You know, he does have all that AoE damage and Leandri's burn.
Yeah, that's very true. Most would go for the Morella Nomicon here, but I actually like this item over it because it gives you ability haste, and it also gives you base mana regen, which is what you want with.
And it's cheaper.
With oh, is it cheaper too?
Yep, it's cheaper.
Nice. Okay. Well, smart play. I didn't even know that was an item. Really, I'm gonna be honest. I did not know that was an item. That's pretty crazy. But wow, it's yeah, and a really good buy, I think, in my opinion. And that's his second item. While Orianna is just about to, well, about halfway through her second.
I would like to see Kazakhs and Ziggs go bot here right now and take this turret.
Star Queen also getting damn near one shot by even Mailbox. There it is. Legendary yet again. Another fight going on down here. Bowser getting taken pretty low. Zealot as well. Getting taken down by the Jhin. Fight on the top lane as well. Ghost of Linny getting taken dangerously low. Gets bopped by Sunny Bop, and down he goes. Rotato getting taken low. Low trade kill back for JT Ripper. Does get one back. But he probably going to die for that. Pops the Hourglass just to survive just a few seconds longer. And there's another kill for Mailbox.
Sunny Bop in the top lane said, we're going to take you all the way to Kids Bop 69. Jeez.
Dude, he's putting work with that Poppy. He's putting in work with the Poppy.
He really is. He said hammer time, right?
Yeah, yes sir. That's yeah. Hammer time. I like that. He's yeah, he's doing really well.
That takes Mailbox's Angel to Soul Point, and you know the next 5 minutes is going to be really scary for on the spot. We're probably going to see Mailbox's Angels take the next dragon and probably shortly after take Baron in the game.
Sunny Bob getting taken, getting overstepping just a little bit. Here comes the ultimate from Ziggs and takes down a ton of damage. Does a ton of damage on the Orianna, but I think the Sunny Bob still dies here, unfortunately. Yeah, he does. Gives the shutdown over to Orianna. But oh, LP Bandito gets one back.
No, Biostar is not.
What the hell?
And you can see the power of Ziggs just walking up, taking turrets, and taking names.
Can you hear
That
me?
is going to be Baron. Yep.
Okay, cool. I think I lagged out there for a second, but I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. Yeah, this is I didn't really see what happened because I was alt tapped, but this is probably gonna be the Baron here. About an 8,000 gold lead for the Box Angels right now. They're looking very strong. Snowball is getting a little out of control.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, gonna be the Baron.
Saw Ziggs walk up to the mid Nexus turret, or not Nexus turret, in-hit turret, take it for free, and we saw JT Ripper get one shot by Kazakhs and Ziggs.
Yeah, nothing new.
Nothing new.
Kazakh's doing his thing. Has the Eclipse, has the Black Cleaver working on whatever item that builds into now. The Last Whisper builds into now, but yeah, he's a very large boy. We'll just say that.
Oh yeah. And one thing I want to say is, Evil Mailbox just got an Ethernet cord, which he's never had in his entire life, and today is his first day playing on it. Going from D4 to D3, winning like all of his games, and going like pretty much deathless in all of them. So he is definitely feeling himself right now, being 12-0-5.
So it's a Wi-Fi diff, is what you're saying.
It's a Wi-Fi diff, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Fair. Sunny Bob split pushing in the bot lane here. I don't know if there's much that Wow, okay, I lost my words because JT Ripper's getting taken very low by Jin, and down he goes. So that pops the ult on a Sunny Bob, but Sunny Bob's just way too damn tanky, and I think that Zillow might just die here. They're diving for him. They do get him. Mailbox gets excuse me, Sunny Bob gets the kill. Going for the set as well. There's nothing that they can really do with this Twins. Starkman also getting taken extremely low. Flashes over the wall, but followed by Ava Mailbox. Gets slowed by the upgraded W. And one more. Oh, pops the
Yeah,
the BM.
that is dirty.
Yikes. Just friendly banter, but I love it. Love to see Mailbox popping off on one of his champions. Maybe this will incentivize some teams to ban it now. And I think this is going to be the end right here. JT Ripper and Ghost of Linny doing everything they can, but JT Ripper gets taken down. Ghost of Linny's likely soon to follow. Nikolai getting taken low, however, might get a trade back, but I don't think it's really going to matter because up with Bandito and Sunny Bob are focusing the Nexus, and there it goes. Explodes about 26.5 minutes, and we have a win for Mailbox Angels. Their second win in a row, actually.
We love to see long games, but we also like to see clean wins, and that was a clean win, I would say.
Absolutely true. That was a very clean game. But
And as
yeah,
my
like you said,
brother
I
would
wish it
say,
went 50 minutes.
GG.
GG, well played. Yeah, that was extremely dominant by
It really was.
by Mailbox Angels. Let's get Secret Thief in here. Hunty Sour. Oh my god. I'm lagging.
If he's here somewhere.
Oh, he's should I drag him in?
Yeah, if he's somewhere. I don't see him.
Alright, yeah, he's in the I would bring him in.
Okay.
Mr.
I'll get him in
Hunter.
here. Pull in mailbox.
Pull in Mailbox? Okay.
What's
Mr.
up?
Mailbox.
What's up,
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I feel good. How are you?
I'm doing great. That was a fantastic game to watch. It was very, very clean by Mailbox's Angels, by your Angels, Mr. Mailbox. Give us a rundown, like what just give us your thoughts on the game overall.
Jungle diff. I don't know. They kind of threw it. She spent way too much time bot lane, and then I could just take over top lane farm, and now she has nothing because she can only farm top lane, right? I guess he.
He, the
Here's a set.
Star Queen Asuna.
Sorry, set.
Okay.
I'm thinking set's a girl. I'm gender bending here. Sorry.
That is a-okay. Wow. Yeah, it was a extremely dominant performance by not just you but everyone. It seemed.
Agreed.
Maybe,
Sunny Bop
like,
is 1v9 on the tanks.
there was a play in the top lane. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it was super duper clean. It was really well played by him. But yeah, do you think people need to start banning your Kazakhs now instead of just the Kane? You think you need all 3 bans in the first phase?
Well, here's the thing with the team. We just have too many OP picks. We're all one tricks, so they can't all ban us out, right?
Yep.
Fair. Love to hear it. All right. Intensify. You got any questions for him?
Oh, yeah. So out of Sunny Bop, OP Bandito, and Nikolai, who's your new favorite laner to gank? Because you got 3 new laners.
Who's my new favorite? Okay, look. My team needs to close their ears for this because I don't want to tote anyone. But Sunny Bot makes my life so easy. He just plays these tanks that enable me, and then it's over.
All right.
Oh, 2 things.
Fair
One, Wi-Fi diff. Wi-Fi diff,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi diff, Wi-Fi diff.
Yeah.
I'm feeling myself today. I won like 7-1, and I'm D3. One.
Yeah. We
Two.
were actually talking about that in the game. But yeah, continue.
One thing. And when you're gonna throw BMs, like the XD when the gank fails, don't rage quit, because if you're gonna BM, don't rage quit. Now you're just a sore loser, right?
Rage quit.
Lenny, 100%. She threw an XD after I ganked her a
Ooh.
couple of times, and then she immediately left comms after game.
Oh. All right. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here
Wait,
first.
you understand that Lenny wasn't in comms in the first place, right?
Oh, then okay, never mind.
Well, she might have been in comms. I just know she doesn't
Oh,
talk.
okay.
I'm not sure if she was in there or not.
I thought she
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I thought she was in comms. Like,
Oh yeah,
'cause
she is. I'm
she
sorry.
still
I'm
jumps in
sorry.
comms.
Anyway,
You heard it here
so
first.
Sunny Bop is the tank king in the top lane. How do you let me get your input on the Jin pick? We did see the Swain and then Samira, and then we picked Jin. So like, what
No,
what was the thought around that?
We picked Jin into Swain because
Okay.
if they picked Jin, Swain was screwed.
Okay.
That's a really nasty combo to set up.
Okay. All right. And
I
then
really like the
obviously
third.
we know Runtato is comfy on his rel, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like it was a very clean game out of you. You know, there's some back and forth early on. Is there anything else you need to say?
Nope.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for
Yeah. With
joining
that,
us.
we'll see you later, Mailbox. Congratulations on the win.
Good game. Can someone drag me into the red team? FF.
Yeah. I'll put you. Shit. Hold on. 1 second. Did he move? Okay, cool. I can't scroll up and drag. Okay, so let's get Mr. Zealot in here. Wait, how do you guys scroll down while dragging people in? Wait, that's crazy. Oh wait, is he here? Oh, gotcha. Zealot, are you
Hello?
here? What's up? How was give us a rundown of the game. What was going through your head through that?
Through any specific part or
Just like let's do early game. Let's see like how are you feeling like in the early game?
um as far as like my lane went, I felt pretty good about the whole thing. I felt like we support diff and bot diff pretty hard throughout the entire game. But as far as like the team goes early game, I'm really proud of Lenny. Really like I don't know if you guys remember, but at one point Lenny got ganked like once or twice in a row or something from Mailbox on the Kazakhs, and just the sheer sustain on the Aatrox is just blowing our minds. Like, oh, it was a great time. We were having a great time. But Lenny turning the 2v1 in more than one tough spot, and we were pretty excited. Also, really proud of our mid laner not giving up a massive lead to a really good mid laner in LP Bandito.
Hmm. Yeah, I gotta say, Aatrox's healing is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that's anything else?
Yeah. So maybe give me your insights on the set jungle. You know,
Hello,
is it
can you
just
hear me?
like a comfort pick? Yeah. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
I can hear John
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah, we can
disconnected
hear.
somehow or something.
Okay. Can you hear me right now, Zealot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, you're fine. Maybe give me some of your insights around the set pick. Was it just comfort?
So basically, we thought about this game a lot going into it. But yeah, we just needed something. We just needed some hard engage potential. And we felt that going into it, set was a good pick because we could flex at top lane.
Okay.
And our jungler was fairly comfortable on it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Looking back on maybe, I guess we can start with the draft and then how your team played. Was there anything that you'd like to redo?
So as far as the draft goes, we have had a couple days to think about it, and we did some mock drafts ahead of time, and I feel like we came out of draft okay. What was the other part? Just like
in
anything
game,
we
is
could
there
do
anything you?
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really have much of a like we had a shot calling effort, like we were communicating a lot better than we recently have. But like I don't know, as a player, I kind of feel like you know, there's the self-blame with the, you know, what if I had you know, shot call better, cuz like I was looking around the map at different points and like maybe when I could have, or maybe when I like I could have said something maybe when I should have, you know. but that just comes with every game. So
Right, of course.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a little bit of small mistakes. I like the draft that you guys had. I know you guys are a really good, really strong team. Just like player wise, it's had to work on like the small things, like you were saying, just the oh, what if I said this or what if I said that. And I'm sure you guys could totally bounce back from this. There's still a lot of time left for the playoffs here, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
alrighty, thanks guys.
Thank you, John.
All right, and so now we have our next game. I believe it's the Mar Jackson Fan Club versus who are they versing? Let me see here. Rubber Ducky team, and so we're actually going to end the stream here, but we're going to restart it in like literally like right away just to get the title all set up and everything. But stay tuned for another game. It's going to be fun, and we'll see you guys in just a couple minutes.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.